The Iowa offense is built on their downhill running game, which, when firing on all cylinders, is great, but when it's taken away, it's a different matter.
You know, we knew they were a tough team to run the ball against. They have been that way for quite some time, and you know, to try to move the ball on them effectively, you got to be mixed and balanced. And it was tough sledding out there. And then, obviously, in the second half, or last quarter, we didn't have much opportunity there.
The Iowa Hawkeyes came into today's game averaging 244 rushing yards a game, but today, just 23 yards on the ground. Even Michigan State's punter had more rushing yards than that today.
We knew it was going to be tough. They're a good defensive football team, but at the same time, we thought we could run the ball. It just didn't work out like it should have, like we wanted it to today.
You know, obviously, it showed. You know, we tried to do everything we could. We realized it wasn't working, so we just started, you know, passing the ball.
They'd have corners and safeties fill, and they did a good job of changing that up. So it made it a little bit tougher to kind of, you know, get to the second level. But then the guy was there kind of quick.
Next week, the Hawkeyes are on a bye, which gives them a chance to get healthy again. In Iowa City, Shane Darby, Channel 13 Sports. Even in the modern era of gunslinging offenses, it's defense that will take center stage this weekend. The Hawks come into the contest on a 4-game winning streak and yet to allow a rushing touchdown. But that could all change this weekend when Michigan State come to town.
We're not in a position right now to rest and look back and say, hey, look at what we've done. You know, we're all about pushing forward right now and not worried about the games that have, you know, come before this week, because quite frankly they don't mean anything. It's about how we prepare this week and getting ready to play Michigan State.
Many believe that Iowa's linebackers are the key to the success, but the big boys up front are fundamentally sound.
At first, you know, I was kind of selfish. You know, as a defensive lineman, you want to be able to get tackles, and you know, eventually I bought in, and I got a great group of guys behind me. All of them are like great friends to me, and so I take pride with that. You know, if a center or a guard gets up to the linebackers, I feel bad about it.
Chemistry of the defense in general is great, and we're blessed to have, you know, 3 excellent linebackers behind us who make our jobs easier. So I think the relationship that we have is a great one, and I think that it just over the season it's just going to keep getting stronger.
For the second straight week, Iowa will play a Legends Division rival. Shane Darby, Channel 13 Sports. Coming off back-to-back losses, the Cyclones needed a big win on senior night to keep their tournament hopes alive. To do that, though, they would have to beat the 13th ranked Oklahoma State Cowboys. And it was the seniors that made it happen.
All our seniors, I thought, had huge impacts on this win tonight. You know, what they've been doing for this program for 2 years is really special for getting this program back on the map.
Being leaders and being seniors, we knew that we had to come together and get stops. And I think the difference between, you know, most late game situations, we just continue to be aggressive down the stretch. Most games, I think we kind of backed off and kind of stalled a little bit, but this game we stayed aggressive and we kept our lead.
I thought they played really well. I thought they passed the ball extremely well. They attacked us really well. Came up with big plays when we kept trying to cut it back.
You know, we came too far and worked too hard. You know, guys, you know, we've all sat out and, you know, been through everything together, so we knew we had to come together to get these wins.
The Cyclones now head on the road to Morgantown, West Virginia to face a tricky Mountaineer team. A win would definitely see them punch their ticket to the big dance. In Ames, for Channel 13 Sports, I'm Shane Darby.